Well, is it still in the...
Hey, can I have you come to the third office with Mr. Hill? Mr. Hill is the recipient of,
Good afternoon, Bobo.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Well, is it still in the...
Hey, can I have you come to the third office with Mr. Hill? Mr. Hill is the recipient of imposter funds.
Okay.
So we have another member that is at the Dyer location right now who got an imposter call. Mr. Hill is taking on about $17,000 of that money from his account. So the money left her account.
From someone else's account.
Correct. It left her account, went into his account, and now he is taking that money.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And he's in the room right now?
He's, yeah.
Okay. She's gonna take us to the room where he's at. Okay.
I need you to speak with OPD about the funds that came in.
Yeah, what about it?
Okay.
You can sit down. You can have a seat. Yeah, have a seat, bro. Yeah, no worries. You got any weapons on you?
Not at all.
Here, I'm just gonna pat you down, alright? Go ahead and stand up for
Tell
me.
me to sit down.
Yeah. Make sure you got weapons on you.
I'm just leaving work.
Alright, you can take it. So we're just trying to figure out what's going on today.
I'm trying to figure out too.
Yeah, so there's money that's been transferred into your account. Where did that money come from?
I had one transaction supposed to came in from Barbara Williams.
And how do you know Miss Williams?
Through her son, I did work for them.
You did work for her son?
Yes. So what's the problem?
So Miss Barbara is saying that that money is stolen funds from her account and was
Oh
transferred
wow,
into
I
your
don't know
account.
about that.
So you said the other person that's out of the other branch.
Yeah,
There's still.
Miss Barbara is at the other location filling out a statement right now that
Okay.
that was an imposter that took over and then transferred that money to Mr. Hill's account.
Oh, see, I don't know nothing about that. I only did a little work for the dude named.
You have an idea?
I got everything, sir.
See this one? Thank you.
Oh.
So you did work for her son?
Yeah, for a dude named Neil, Williamson Neil. And he was supposed to pay me and he got my information. And before he transferred money to my account, and then he got my information and did it again. And I just came to make a withdrawal.
But is that person, you're saying that person is her son?
That's what I was told.
You need to settle those.
That's what I was told. He was like, I'm getting the money from my mom. And I'll send it to you. And that's how that went.
What was the guy's name?
William Neal.
William Neal?
Yeah.
And William Neal is supposed to be Miss Barbara's son. And
I need 2 seconds. You're on 29P by.
On August 30th, 2024, deputies with the Orange County Sheriff's Office in Orlando, Florida, responded to an active fraud in progress at a local credit union. Marcus Hill was attempting to withdraw funds fraudulently transferred from Barbara Williams, an elderly victim deceived by an imposter posing as a bank representative. This case presents critical questions about elderly exploitation law, investigative procedures, and the tension between maximum penalties and actual sentencing outcomes. The investigatory detention was legally sound under Terry v. Ohio. Officers had reasonable suspicion based on the credit union's report and Williams' simultaneous fraud complaint at another branch. The pat-down search was justified for officer safety in an enclosed environment. No Miranda warning was required because Hill was not yet in custody during initial questioning. Hill's critical mistake was claiming he performed $6,000 in work, yet he withdrew $17,000. This $9,000 discrepancy destroyed any good faith defense. Under Florida Statute Section 825.103, Exploitation of an elderly person occurs when someone knowingly obtains funds from a victim 60 years or older with intent to deprive them of those funds. When the amount exceeds $10,000, the offense becomes a second-degree felony, punishable by up to 15 years in prison and fines up to $10,000. Hill also violated Florida Statute 817.34, the Communications Fraud Act. This statute targets systematic schemes to defraud using any communication technology. The imposter used phone calls to deceive Williams into authorizing wire transfers. With $19,000 involved, this constituted a third-degree felony. Grand theft in the third degree, under Section 812.014, applied to the $17,000 Hill actually withdrew. Property valued between $10,000 and $20,000 meets this threshold. Finally, Hill violated Section 6(5) by executing a scheme to defraud a financial institution. Knowingly obtaining funds through fraudulent transfers is a second-degree felony under this statute.
Florida ID number?
So what am I supposed to do?
I have no idea. We're here to help you figure that out.
Wow, man.
What do you do for a living?
Yeah.
I build roller coasters and homes, and I also, on my side work, I do a lot of remodeling for the home. I did paint for him. I did painting, and I put in some windows.
Painting and windows. And
Yeah.
how much was, like, I guess the job supposed to be?
It was supposed to be like a $6,000 job.
Okay, 6,000 altogether?
Yeah.
6,000.
Because he still owe me money.
Okay.
Where do you live now?
I stay right here in Pine Hills.
So it was the full payment was 6,000?
Yes.
So why did he transfer more than that to you?
I don't know. How do you do that?
Well, the account has received more than $6,000.
I was only my deal was only for $6,000, and that's it.
Yeah, you've taken out more than 6,000. And that money all comes from the same place. Do you have William Neal's contact information?
It's not in this phone. This is my actual personal phone.
Not in this phone?
Yeah, my other work phone. I should have knew something was wrong with this dude, man.
Do you have another office that we could kind of use for him?
Yeah, we can go to the other office.
Okay, and we'll just talk to you to kind of get
That's fine.
our
Yeah,
story.
let's go, yeah, you guys can go over to
Mr.
the
Hill.
office with the door.
Mr. Hill.
Yes, sir.
Can we?
One second. See, that's part of one of my businesses. I got the truck and all
Yellow
that.
Yeah, we'll just go in this office right here for now.
We'll stay with him, and then
Go to the next one over.
Next one over.
all right. So explain to us what we got.
Hey, would it be okay, because they just separated me and Mr. Hill. The officers have a few questions about the situation. Would it
Fine.
be okay if I can put you on
Already sent it
speaker
to
right
OCSO
now?
and
Can I
or-
give you the phone? Could I give the phone to could you speak to our risk department? Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. That might
Are you
work
able to put them
better.
on speaker?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit. Because they're
I mean,
both here, so.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'll close the door if need be.
We kind of
Yeah.
want
All right, so I'm gonna put you on speaker
stand
and
there.
have them come.
Actually, I'll
okay?
trade spots and move
All right,
wider.
just a moment. Jennifer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you got police officers here from OPD. Just kind of wanted to know what we got.
Hello. Good afternoon. My name is Jennifer, and you're here with Melissa, the AVP of Risk Management. So what we're dealing with is one of our members received an imposter phone call. The person stated they were working for McCoy Federal Credit Union. They obtained her login credentials and logged into her online banking and did 3 transfers totaling $19,000. Those transfers were account-to-account transfers, so the funds went into this account for Marcus Hill. Marcus then utilized the funds by Apple Cash, ATM withdrawals, and withdrawals in the branch.
Okay.
Has he made all 3 transactions today, or has it been longer than just today?
All 3 transfers, I believe, were done. Hold on 1 second.
It's like 19K transfers. It's gotta be longer than 1 day.
So 2,500 left on the 28th. He did 1,000 to Cash App, Charles Logan. And then there was another 57.50 from Miss Barbara's account.
So this one was another woman?
All right. So there's a member that may be the victim.
Members, yes.
Okay, both members, but another member.
Correct. Our other member is at Dyer. Dyer is Osceola, correct?
Kissimmee.
Kissimmee. So
So-
she's at that branch right now.
The transfers were made on the 27th, the 28th, and the 29th.
Okay.
And we spoke with the
The theoretical maximum combined sentence on all 4 felony charges was 45 years in prison. Hill faced decades of incarceration if convicted at trial. Instead, Hill entered a plea agreement. The sentencing judge imposed 90 days in Orange County Jail with credit for time served, followed by 3 years of supervised probation. Hill was ordered to pay full restitution of $17,000 to Williams, plus court costs. This represents an enormous downward departure from the maximum exposure. Several factors influenced this lenient outcome. First, Hill apparently had no significant prior criminal history. Florida's sentencing guidelines heavily favor first-time offenders. Second, his guilty plea saved the state trial costs and spared the elderly victim from testifying. Plea bargaining rewards defendants who accept responsibility and conserve judicial resources. Third, the restitution requirement theoretically makes the victim whole. However, whether Hill will actually pay $17,000 over 3 years of probation remains highly uncertain. Fourth, Florida's overcrowded prison system increasingly diverts nonviolent offenders to probation. Incarceration space is reserved for violent criminals and repeat offenders.
the victim, Barbara. She has a son, but her son's name is David Michael Williams.
Okay.
And Mr. Marcus Hill just mentioned the son's name of William Neal, which is incorrect.
Okay. So we're kind of thinking that someone was defrauded out of their money from their account and it was transferred over.
Yes, Barbara was defrauded,
Okay.
and we believe Marcus Hill to be the suspect.
Okay. All right.
All these transactions taking place.
Our loss is $17,000. We have $2,000 on hold. The $2,000 is what Marcus was trying to take just now out of the account.
Okay. $17,000 total losses over the last couple of days, and then $2,000 on hold. What he was trying to do today.
Right. So the total
Okay.
transfer amount was $19,000. That's the intended fraudulent amount. But
Okay.
he had $17,000.
Okay. All right. We're gonna need. So you understand this, and as a representative of the bank, are you able to write us a statement? Because I'll have these guys. Okay. All right. I think I got the story.
We have Barbara state the victim. Can we send that over to you?
Yeah, absolutely. If
Okay,
that's something you can
I'll print
handwrite
that
or
for
print
you.
that out.
No, I'll print that for you. Okay. Would you like to speak with the victim?
Not yet.
Okay, not yet. Well, so for example, he said that the job that he did for the son was a $6,000 job, but he received 2 payments, one of like $9,700 and then another payment of like 5,000 something. So it far exceeds.
Yeah, 6,000.
He's telling us he did.
I would probably tell him first.
Yeah, Mr. Hill, we're getting ready to leave. I have your phone here, as well as the watch that we are taking for now as evidence. Do you want to provide me with the PIN codes?
Taking my phone for evidence for
Yes. The whole reason why we're here today.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get your phone back as quick as we can to you. But if we don't have a passcode or anything like that, then they got to sit there and run codes on it, and it
Takes longer.
Takes longer. So this is the easiest way to do it.
Could I use the bathroom? It's coming down. He'll tell you, I've been here about 25. I had to use the bathroom before I came in. Like, I'm so serious, sir.
They don't have a bathroom here for you.
Oh my God. Nah, I hate to do it, but I'm gonna have to use the bathroom.
All right, we gotta go outside. Come on, man.
I'm sorry. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Okay.
Is that his?
And you were just there when I asked the guy. I told him that this actual one cuff is too tight. That's nothing, and I can't hold this shit.
So what you're saying is if he loosens it up a notch, you'll be able to hold it?
No, I'm saying I gotta go. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I don't think anybody searched him yet, so.
Okay. Guess my car woman. What'd you look?
Mr. Hill, I never got an answer. Do you want to, like you said, it takes longer if they don't have the passcodes. It's only your face?
Yeah, it's my face.
There's no numbers. There's numbers on your phone, on your watch.
Yeah, on my watch.
Do you know what it is? 19 what?
78. Shit.
And what about the phone?
The phone is my face. My stepdaughter set that up for me.
Okay.
All I have to do is put my face in.
Yeah, usually has both, but.
I understand, but that's all I have to do. Oh, shit. I have nothing. Just enough work. Oh, my wallet. Oh, okay.
Oh, my shit was 5. I don't want to
When we get there, use that. How far is there?
33rd? Okay.
I don't know. I'm not familiar. I don't know where that is.
Probably 10 minutes.
So basically, I'm going to jail.
Yes. 10 minutes. Watch your leg.
Let's go. That's all.
The interview technique employed by the deputy deserved particular analysis. The officer used open-ended questions, allowing Hill to commit to his fabricated story about Neil Williamson. Only after Hill detailed his $6,000 job claim did the officer present documentary evidence showing $17,000 in withdrawals. This methodical approach trapped Hill in contradictions. The real-time coordination between branch locations proved decisive. While Hill attempted to withdraw remaining funds, Williams was simultaneously filing her fraud report at another branch. This eliminated any claim of mistake or misunderstanding. Hill knew the transfers were fraudulent because the victim was actively reporting the crime as he tried to access the money. The credit union's fraud detection, while ultimately successful, revealed systemic gaps. Hill had withdrawn $17,000 over multiple days before staff recognized the pattern. Robust transaction monitoring should flag unusual withdrawals from elderly accounts immediately. The $2,000 final withdrawal attempt should never have been Hill's first encounter with scrutiny. Marcus Hill receives a grade of F. He exploited a vulnerable elderly victim, fabricated a story to law enforcement, and showed no remorse until faced with overwhelming evidence. Even accepting his work story, withdrawing nearly 3 times the claimed amount demonstrates knowing theft. His conduct violated every standard of honest dealing and human decency. Barbara Williams receives a B grade. While she was victimized and responded appropriately by immediately reporting the fraud, she authorized $19,000 in transfers without independent verification. Legitimate banks never call requesting wire transfers to secure accounts. This basic fraud prevention principle, if followed, would have prevented this loss entirely. The credit union staff receives an A-. Once fraud was detected, their response was exemplary. Coordination between branches, law enforcement engagement, and evidence preservation were all professional. The grade deduction reflects the delayed detection. $17,000 in unusual withdrawals over multiple days should have triggered earlier intervention and victim contact. The Orange County Sheriff's Office receives a grade of A. Every aspect of this investigation met professional standards. The detention was legally justified. The interview was expertly conducted. Officers maintained professional demeanor despite Hill's agitation and profanity. Evidence collection followed proper chain of custody. This case exemplifies quality law enforcement. 3 critical lessons emerge from this case. First, for elderly individuals, never authorize financial transactions based on unsolicited phone calls, regardless of how legitimate they sound. Hang up and call your bank using the number on your card. Imposters rely on urgency and fear. Taking time to verify destroys their psychological manipulation. Second, for financial institutions, transaction monitoring must flag unusual patterns in real time, not after thousands are withdrawn. Elderly accounts deserve enhanced scrutiny. Third, for law enforcement, methodical interview techniques that allow suspects to commit to false narratives before presenting contradictory evidence create powerful prosecutorial records. The disparity between Hill's 45-year maximum exposure and his 90-day sentence illustrates a fundamental truth about criminal justice. Statutory maximums bear little relationship to actual outcomes. Plea bargaining dominates the system. Defendants who plead guilty receive substantial sentencing reductions. Trials are reserved for those willing to risk maximum penalties. Whether this serves justice depends on perspective. Prosecutors argue efficiency and guaranteed convictions. Defense attorneys cite coercive pressure to plead regardless of guilt. For Barbara Williams, the $17,000 restitution order may prove meaningless. Hill likely lacks resources to pay. Victims often win court judgments they cannot collect. Florida's elderly exploitation statute exists because seniors are uniquely vulnerable. They grew up trusting institutions. Scammers weaponize that generational trust for profit. Enhanced penalties signal society's condemnation of predatory conduct. Yet if those penalties are rarely imposed, their deterrent value diminishes substantially. This case raises uncomfortable questions. Was justice served by 90 days and probation, or does the lenient sentence encourage fraud by demonstrating minimal consequences? What are your thoughts on this case? Was the 90-day jail sentence with 3 years probation appropriate? Or should Marcus Hill have received a longer prison term? Does the restitution requirement adequately address the harm to Barbara Williams, or does it simply shift responsibility onto a defendant who likely lacks the financial means to pay? Share your analysis in the comments below. If you found this legal breakdown valuable, please subscribe for more detailed analysis of criminal cases. Thank you for watching.